A manga about an entire town of cannibals. Do you think this grabbed my attention in the first 10 pages? Let's find out. Hello everyone, my name is Chris, and this is an episode of the first 10 where I take a comic or a manga and I read the first 10 pages and try to figure out, did it hook me or not? Will I continue reading or not? After I decide whether it hooked me, I go back through the pages and try to discover why. What worked to grab my attention. And today's episode is about Gannibal, Volume 1 by Masaaki Ninomiya, published by Ablaze Manga. Okay, so let's take a look at the first page. The first page is basically a data dump of information talking about cannibalism. And we will find out that the protagonist of the story is reading this online. Of course, immediately the protagonist says, surely not this town or this village. He doesn't believe what he's reading, basically. The next couple pages is basically him working with the townspeople, talking to the townspeople. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. It's just him enjoying his day and being very happy. He has some very friendly conversations with the townspeople. Like I said, nothing seems out of the ordinary. Eventually, you're going to meet his wife. We find out the main character's name is Dago. And basically, they have just recently moved to the town and they're still unpacking, but she feels like he's goofing off. He's not even paying attention, really. She starts speaking about how nothing is going on in the village. It's a quiet town. And he, on the contrary, believes that he's been quite busy and has a lot of things to do. But he's ultimately happy that things are quiet. And on the very last page, we start to find out that something happened to the previous police officer that was in the area. Basically, he had too much time on his hands. He racked up debts playing pachinko and disappeared. Though I heard he was a troublemaker even before that, and he was going around saying weird things. I heard about that. And that's the first 10 pages of Gannibal, Volume 1. So, based upon those 10 pages, did it hook me? Did it excite me? Make me want to read more? And I honestly have to say, no. I believe Ninomiya was setting up the world the best that he could. He was introducing the main character, introducing the town, trying to establish something. But because of that info dump at the very beginning and Dago completely dismissing it, I think that was the author's attempt at trying to get people interested in what was going on in the story. But that first page really didn't have too much. It was a random story. I don't know, it just didn't really grab my attention. And the interactions, because nothing happened with the interactions with the villagers, you can't really say that there was anything to be concerned about. There was no question being asked. It wasn't really until the 10th page happened that you finally started to get a possible question. Oh, he's the new cop of the town. There was a previous cop of the town, but that cop is missing. That's the very first question, but based upon those 10 pages, no. I wouldn't keep reading, but luckily I did keep reading. And what I can say about the series so far, I've read 4 volumes. The series is definitely a slow burn. It takes a lot of time to actually build up this world, build up the stories, build up the character. And I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing, but unfortunately, with the world that we live in, there's so many things to read out there. There's so many comics, manga, and There's so many other distractions that we have that if we're not grabbing our readers very quickly, it's a good chance that they might stop reading and not continue. So I would recommend the comic, but not based on the first 10 pages. So what we can learn from this manga is that when you're making a comic, make sure that you are getting the attention of your audience. Make sure that you're making them want to know more. Make sure that you're making them ask questions that you're not providing the answers to, so that they can turn the page, keep reading, want to know more. If not, they might be missing out on a really good story. But what do you think? Would you have kept reading based upon the 10 pages you saw? Have you read the series before? Are you familiar with it? Just let me know in the comment section below. I'm really curious. If you did keep reading, good on you. But if you didn't, I understand that too. And if you'd like to see more videos about comics, manga, and the process of making them, make sure to subscribe, because the next episode of the first 10 pages is about Oblivion Song. Let's see if this one can hook us together. See you next time.